Hey losers, welcome back to my channel. I'm Coral and I'm here with something I have never done before. As you've probably seen, there's been a lot of talk around book journals, especially around, the beginning of the year. And I just wanted to share with you what I've done and maybe also like my evolution as a book journaler. So we're gonna be switching around here because like everything I do, it's a little bit chaotic. So I just wanted to start out with maybe how it began for me and what I figured out works and doesn't work for me, and where I started and now where I am maybe. So I started my book journaling in 2018. This is kind of the spread that I would do. I would have this calendar, which I've gotten rid of. There's no reason for me to, I just don't need to know what days I've started a book. I would keep track of recent releases, if I purchased them, if there were arcs. I would do my TBR, any readathons, and then I would record all my pages and just have a little spread with the books that I finished. And also I would have a book haul and a list of my arcs. So I did that for a long time. At the beginning of last year, it's like I don't really have time to do quite as an intense, colorful kind of thing. So this was very bare bones what I was doing. I was still doing the calendar here. There's no reason for me to do this. I don't know. It really does not matter what day I started a book. But I was still keeping track of my TBR, video ideas, my wrap up, what did I finish, my haul. And then towards the end of the year, I started thinking more about just being a little more creative about it. So this is the last couple months what I was doing. I would have my TBR, what did I finish, new releases, video ideas, and then my haul. I've done that for the last couple months. This is a nice one. I like the color and it's just really filled out because I read a lot of books and stuff like that. So then November, blah, blah, blah. And now to the chaotic part. So about 6 months ago, when I was starting to get a little more creative with my journaling again, I was like, hey, here's this novel companion journal from Little Inklings, and she does a lot of the spreads for you. So reading log, I filled some of this out already, we'll get to it. Reading log, haul, series tracker, just like things that I was going to be doing for myself anyways if I did a journal. Some things extra even. So like reading goal tracker, this is something I wanted to do. Monthly reading stats here. Page tracker. And then some extra space. So I'll show you some of the spreads that I've done here. So this is really simple, 101 books to read before you're murdered. This is a book by Sadie Hartman, a reference guide to some horror books that she really loved. And so I've made a list to check off the ones that I've read. I've got the 2024 Books in the Freezer Challenge. As you can see here, my dog put her wet mug up on here and wrinkled my paper. Then this one is really fun. This is for my Read What You Own challenge. I got this cool printer for Christmas, and it's just like a little, it prints off like a 3x2 paper. The back is a sticker, and so you can stick it anywhere. And as you can see, I was trying to figure out like what size. I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't figure out how to format it at first, but here we go. So I'm actually up to 25 now, which means I'm a quarter of the way done. So this is obviously a couple pages. Then I've got here a quarterly stats page with some stats that I would like to keep track of every quarter. Just a list of most anticipated books. So most of these are off of my book cart And then this is another nice one. This is for the, well, I don't think it's called Buzzwordathon anymore. That was like when she would do a readathon for it, but this is the Buzzword Challenge, probably done by Books and Lala, where every month there is a buzzword. And so I've written out the challenges, and I'll just put a little sticker for the book that I've chosen for January. I've actually had this on hold at the library for like 6 fucking months. This is Out There Screaming, so it's supposed to come in like two weeks, so then I'll read that. And then this is like what my monthly spread will look like. So the thing about this is that this is really going to be more like I guess more like my daily planner, which is something I need and something I use every day because my brain, it's just really messy in there. But like also there will be book things in here. So obviously I have my monthly calendar. I've got my TBR, my new releases. I am thinking that I'm going to use this section here as probably a fitness tracker. But I haven't set that part up yet. And then here I just have like my daily stuff. So as you can see here, this is the shit I wanted to make sure I got done yesterday. This stuff is more like sometime during the week I need to do this, right? So you're probably wondering why are you saying it's so chaotic and shit? And that's because I actually am going to be using 2 planners, because when I got this, I saw that the review part is just like this. It's just like not enough for me to write about these books. So in comes me, my messy brain, setting up some other shit. So here we are back in my old journal I've been using forever. And this is more 2024 shit. So here I've just written down like my favorites, predictions for 2024, some goals that I have, just things that I can check off. I did a little index here, so for the like review parts that I'm doing, I'll be able to quickly flip to the page that they're on for reference. Then I've got this is 50 States of Horror. It's a little bit messy because I cut it all crooked, and then I used my spider washi tape to make it look less stupid. And then I wrote A to Z horror on here, and I was like, what? A to Z horror? So I had to white it out, and I was just like, oh my god, brain, please. And then this is just kind of a year at glance, to keep track of, just to tally like read, DNF, haul, unhaul for each month. And this is just a really simple spread for, I don't know, probably I'll fancy it up a little bit for the books that I have sold. So far, 0. Just kidding. It's only the second. It's glue. And then this is like what my monthly spread will look like for the most part. So I have, as you might see, as you might recognize, this is just like my TBR thing again. I have my videos listed, what I just want to keep track of, even ideas that I don't do in that month. I just like to keep track of them. I've got my keep track of new releases, and then little book haul section. And then this is where, this is like the important part to me, is being able to write about the books that I've read. So I read 2 books, so I finished 2 books so far this year. This one I started in December, and then this one I read it all yesterday. It was so good. So yeah, that's it really. I like to keep track of just some stats with the books, any quotes, mostly weird quotes like, my turtles will show you to the door, and then I drew a little turtle here, a little sea turtle. It showed them to the door. So yeah, that is what my book journal looks like. I don't think I've ever, you might have seen it because I do like all my wrap-up stats. So you might have seen it in my videos before, but I've never like done a little walkthrough or anything like that. So that's what it looks like. I love watching other people's journal videos. It's so fun to see like people who I didn't know did that. And I guess I'm probably one of those people too. You're like, oh, I didn't know you did that. Well, here it is, my dirty secret book journal. So there you go, you sickos. Goodbye.